Come on, come on. All right. We are live. We're going to wait a couple seconds. Let a couple people get in. I like to try to share live. So, Miss Tamara, you can do the same. If you go onto the Breezy Ways page,
Hmm.
you'll be able to share it straight from there. Since it's live, you'll be able to just share the live. If you can find it. Oh, I need to share it in our group. All right. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Well, let's see. Let me be your introduction. Let's give you your introduction, ma'am. This is Miss Tamara Blackwell, who is a mom, wife, child of God. The list can go on and on and on. And your new title, Miss Wheelchair America 2025. Hi, Miss Tamara. You muted, girl.
Hey, how are you? Thank you for having
Um,
me.
no, thank you for coming. And even though I know you're not feeling the best, she still put her smiling face on y'all and came through. She just came through for Breezy. So I guess we can start off, if you want to, you don't have to. You want to explain to the people, like why you're in a chair or what got you in a chair.
Of
I'll
course.
leave that up to you.
So at the age of 17, I started to have like some different issues with walking, my legs giving out, going up and down stairs and stuff like that. And spent about a decade in and out of the doctor's offices trying to figure out what was going on. I knew something was going on, but they couldn't pinpoint it. And so at the age of
Yeah.
27, so 10 years after all of the symptoms started, they were able to tell me that I have a condition called limb girdle muscular dystrophy. So muscular dystrophy is a progressive weakness to like the muscles. So there's so many different forms of MD, but my
Mhm.
muscles that are affected are like my legs, my shoulders and stuff like that. And so in
So
2020,
it affects
I
different parts of different
yeah.
people.
So in 2020, I started to utilize a wheelchair because it was just so much safer for me to do that. And now I've been in it for what, 4 years now, and it has been the best because I've really gained so much more independence than before when I wasn't using a wheelchair.
A lot of falling and tripping and stuff.
Yes.
Just give out on you just out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
just be doing your thing, and then your leg just be like, nope, not today. You on the floor, and it's
Not
like, what
today,
is
not
going
this
on?
moment. Not this second. Like sit down. Sit down. Well, okay. So I guess let's go back. We're not even gonna start at Miss Wheelchair America. What um let's see. What got you to participate in the Miss Wheelchair Kansas?
Oh, really? Because I really found myself wanting to do something more. I have become somewhat of a social media advocate. Um, Everybody got on social media in 2020 because what else could we do? So I joined TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, so my kids were like sending me TikToks. I'm of course cracking up. So I'm like, let me get my own TikTok account so I can at least see the videos. And then I was like, well,
Yeah.
other people look like me, they're not in everybody
Right.
30s and 40s. So I was like, I'm gonna join in too. So I started making, video here and there. And then I really felt like God told me, like, okay, but this platform is going to be for you to share your faith. And then he opened it up and said, share your life because other people need to see your testimony of the fact that you got all of these issues going on, but you yet pressing on. And so once I did that and I started to see, people kind of coming into my inbox or coming and say, thank you for sharing this, that, and the
Uh-huh.
third. I was like, it's got to be something more that
Yeah.
I can do. And so I just stumbled across the program by a Google search. And
Oh, okay.
I Googled and it just popped up and I was just like, huh. So I looked into it. And at first I was like, I cannot do this. I'm 30 something years old, almost 40. I'm somebody's mom. I'm not, a pageant girl. I didn't know what it was. So my mind was going to like Miss America, Miss
Right.
USA, which is nothing wrong with those competitions or pageants, but I was like, I cannot do that. And
Yeah.
I got on like a Zoom with the board members and some other ladies, and they explained to me what it was. And even then, I was just like, maybe later, maybe one day. And then before I clicked off, my coordinator for Kansas, Carrie Greenwood, she said, "I just want to say," she was like, "a lot of ladies say I'll do this one day or I'll come back to it." She said, "But you never know if that'll happen. If you're one
Mm-hmm.
day, will
Right.
turn around for you." So that's what made me
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and said, okay, let me go ahead and submit my application and yeah, so the rest is history.
There it was. So, what was the competition like for like your state level? So, like for Kansas, like what did that like look like for you?
Well, the competition really for Kansas is really set up like the competition for the national. It's just a smaller scale and a shorter time frame. I'm sorry, I'm trying to connect my tablet so that I can share the live.
You fine.
But so it's very much set up. So we met on a Friday. We come together, we have orientation. Um, Past title holders is there, the current title holder is there, and they're all doing these presentations and kind of gearing you up to say, like, you can do this and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
And then that was Friday night. And then Saturday is when like our competition began. We had to start meeting with judges. So those are
Okay.
we had the instead of the 2 days how we had up in Michigan, had Wednesday and Thursday or however it was, or Thursday, Friday. We
Mm-hmm.
had both interviews on in the same day. It was just at different times. So we
Yeah.
had an AM and a PM go before these
Mm-hmm.
four people that or three people that you don't know, and they're asking you
Yeah.
questions and that you're not prepared for, but you just
Yeah.
got to
Like
answer.
what's
And
this?
then of course they tell you you have to have a platform. So before I even
Mm-hmm.
got there, I was like, I don't know nothing about. I'm googling it. Like, what is the platform? Like,
What is
what
a
is this?
platform, honey? I did the
Yeah.
same thing. Like,
And
how do
so,
you choose a platform?
you said what?
I used to always think like I was googling like how do you choose a platform
That's what I.
when I
Yeah,
was doing it. Like,
yeah. And so, luckily, I was blessed. I had a conference that I was asked to speak at, um, maybe a couple of weeks before heading to Lawrence, and it just so happened that one of the ladies who was on the panel that I was on, she knew somebody who judges the Miss America, the Miss USA, blah, blah, blah. So she and I and that individual, we all
oh,
got on a
mhm.
call and they helped me tailor my platform and they kind
Mhm.
of gave me pointers and gave me like a better
Yeah.
understanding. And so that's where I was able to come up with my
Mhm.
platform form with the even the question of am I gonna fit? Because her name was Kara or
Right.
Carrie, and she kept saying, that's it right there. She said, am I going to fit? She was like, that. And I was just like, duh. And so that's how that came together. Yeah. And then we had to give our speech and then we had to do two questions on stage. And then of course that's how they came up with the winner. So that was
Yeah.
our local competition.
So I know you said it was similar to how um nationals was set up. So like
Hmm.
what like how was nationals for you? Like what worked, what didn't type deal? Like how was it for you?
Oh, really? I really don't know how I would have done if we were not set up, if Kansas was not set up the way that it was. I think that it gave me the advantage because my coordinator just happened to be on the board years prior. She was no longer, she hasn't been on the board for a couple of years now, but she had been prior. And
Mhm.
so she took her
Yeah.
experience for running herself and then working on the board and working with the program to our program.
Mhm.
And I feel like it was the best and is the best decision that any coordinator could make for their
Mhm.
contestants or anybody that's holding their title, because it prepares you. Even though it's a condensed version, it was nonstop, and she let
Mhm.
us know when we got there, just like when we
Right.
got to nationals in Michigan, like, you're gonna be on the go. Like, we
It's
literally
gonna
had a
be on
schedule.
go.
We had workshops throughout my local competition, as we did in Michigan. We were on that time clock, and she was very timely, because Tamara can sometimes not be timely. And but she was just like, "Hey, we got it's lunchtime, and now we finna go to this. We're gonna go to that," and it
Mm,
benefited me so much because I kind of already knew what I was getting into, and as well as like this the speech and like,
mhm.
they didn't have us memorize it on the local level, but they
Yeah.
strongly advised us and said, you might want to try
Yeah.
to memorize it, because when you go to nationals, they're going to want you to memorize this speech. Um,
Right.
so she was just really just getting us all the way together, and it really helped me.
That's good.
It's just that nationals was just way longer. It was more days.
It
It
was
was
a
a lot.
it was a whole long weekend, long days, but hey, it was good. It was lovely. So,
Yeah.
okay, so we talked about that. So how? Let me see. So okay, so I want to ask this, and I don't know how I want to ask it, but I'm just gonna ask it. So like, how or what were you thinking? No, yes. What were you thinking when you like heard your name at like top five, top two, queen?
Ma'am.
Like, were there different feelings? I mean, I'm gonna.
Like,
I was right beside you, so I kind of, I kind of know, but I'm gonna let you answer.
because you
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Sorry.
First of all, I had to my mom, I said, Mama, I said, I wish I would have had you come, because you really, really like Breezy, because she like kept like she's I said, that woman is a real one. I said, she like, we don't know each other, but we know each other. And she was like, Tam, we down here. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure that
Right.
you know what to do, where you're supposed to be. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know we had rehearsal or any of that. Or even when I was just like, I probably ain't gonna win anyway. I'm cool. I really went into it like, and I'm like, I know I'm capable, but I'm like, I don't want to get it so in my head that like in tune to where my feelings get crushed. If I'm like, well, dang, I didn't win, and then I start questioning like, was I not this or was I not
Right.
that? And I know if I didn't win, I will be looking at this a completely different way, because people are like, well, you won, so you went. But it's like, I really was just telling myself, just go have fun and do the best that you can do. And
Mhm.
so, like, even like, I mean, I wrote my essay, I did my application, but like my speech, I was just like, oh, it's coming. It ain't all or my display board. I was like, but I was sick like 2 weeks before national. So I just was like, God, it's gonna have to be your will. And I really did. I prayed that. I said, if this is not for me, I don't want this. Because if I get it and I'm begging you and saying, God, let me win, God, let me win, it may not work well for me, because the pieces might not come together for my schedule or for finances. Because it's not like you win $1 million with this. You win, but then you have to go out and do stuff that it's going to cost money. So I was like, I want to make sure that this is going to be lined up with what God wants it for me. And so, but to hear my name, even the I think it was the night before or the day that morning, my coordinator was like, "Yeah, somebody told me something about not being nervous anymore." And I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You, there's no need to be nervous anymore." And I said, "Unless you make the top five." So yeah, we're up there holding hands, and he's like, in no particular order, and he calls my name first, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" It's like, wow. Are we still on? I hope we're still live. I'm going. Miss Wheelchair page. Share this. Mm, let's go. This is right.
I don't know what's going on, y'all.
Oh, can you see me and hear me? Can you see me?
All right, can you?
I can hear you and see you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm back. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know what happened. I went straight offline. Okay, sorry. So
No, you're fine.
let's try this again. Sorry. Where we're okay. So I think I was asking you like, how did you feel at those moments? Because I know you sat there for a second,
Yeah,
and I was like, Tam, go.
I know. I just needed a minute because I was like, he's talking about in no particular order. And then it's like, he said, Miss Wheelchair, Kansas. And I'm like, okay. I, y'all, I
Like
really
y'all
was.
literally said, I'm like, go Tam. So did it feel different at like different? Because like I said, the first time it was top five. You know when you heard your name, and
Yeah.
then after the questions, after we're waiting, the next time was top two. Or you know what I mean? Like you didn't hear your name for five, four, three. So
Yeah.
like when you were at that top two, was it different?
Yeah. So when we did like the top five and then he went to like, we answered the on stage questions and then it's like, now we're going to start naming the winner. And he's like, fourth runner up, third runner up. And I'm not hearing my name, but I'm still like not necessarily, I don't know. It's not necessarily registering like get yourself together. I
Yeah.
literally was praying at that moment, like even before he's named top five, when we were back there holding hands, I was like, God, I just want you to fix my face because I don't want to have no ugly reaction to anything. I don't want to be back here side eyeing or nothing. And so when he said my name first for the top five, that's why I was just like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, really, God? And so then I go up there, and that's what I was praying again. I was just like, help me to maintain my composure because again,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like because remember, Tamara, you didn't come here to be like, oh, I'm gonna roll out here with the crown. It's like let's do your best, let's represent and let the chips fall how they may. And then when it's just me and Miss Michigan up there, I'm thinking
Mm-hmm.
that Shantae is going to win because I'm like, girl, this is the epitome of like, she do all the things. So I'm just really
Yes.
thinking like, when he said we want to make sure the runner up has their moment, because if you watch a lot
Yeah.
of the other competitions, they
Then it
usually like,
goes like they say, it goes straight to the winner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, okay, he's gonna say my name, and then I'm gonna celebrate my sis and stuff like that. And so then he says Miss Michigan, Shantae Favors, and then I literally was sitting there, and Shantae's like, she's like, you won. And
Yeah,
so
I know. I seen her. She was like, "That's you. You won. You won." And you was just like, "Where my
yeah,
husband?
it was
Where
really a
my
delayed
husband?"
reaction. And then that's when I kind of lost it. Was like, Jesus.
I love it. And I don't.
Yeah.
Not many people know, but you are a first lady now, correct?
Yeah. Very much a
Yeah.
first lady.
Yeah. So yeah, you had titles on top of titles this year, baby.
You telling
I
me?
love it.
It's like God is
I
like, here you
love
go.
it. Right. We gonna give
Yeah,
you. We finna give you first lady, baby. We finna give you Miss Wheelchair America. Go show us.
of course.
I
And I
love
think
it
they're
though.
gonna let
Y'all,
me keep
Tamara
my
is
Kansas
so
title
like
too.
so humble. Yeah, because you have to until you crown the other one. So
Yeah.
yeah. So like, okay, do you have any requirements as Miss Wheelchair America? Like
As
any like
far
requirements as far as like places you have to go, like cities you have to touch, a certain
yeah,
amount of cities you need to reach.
yes. So I just found out that I am required to go to the LA Expo. I didn't know that that was a requirement, but that expo is actually required. And so, Mary, who is now the new president, and then Angela, they're there. And so they will set my booth and all of that stuff up, but I have to be there, which I'm fine with. I've never been to California, so I'm fine with that. I just knew that I had to at least go to two of the major expos. And so when we were looking at the list, we're trying to, you know,
Pinpoint how you can make
navigate.
this travel
Yeah.
schedule.
Right. Because we are like, I am a first lady, but then I do have an in home business. And then my husband has his own business. And so we are trying to like plan accordingly to see like what would make
Mm-hmm.
most sense. And because again,
Right.
like, yeah, I will be seeking donors and sponsors and stuff like that. But it's not like you roll out of there with like $100,000 to do your work. And so where we were looking, and then that's when I did see that that one was required, which I'm completely fine with. I just didn't want it
Right.
to interfere with the Miss Wiltshire, Kansas competition, which is that same month, but
Oh, is it the
it's
same? Okay.
it's in the same month, but it's a few weeks apart, a couple weeks apart, so I'll be able to do that. But I'm required to go to an event called Ski for Light, and that'll be in South Dakota. That's in January. I have never been on nobody's skis
Mm.
when I was walking, so I don't know how they gonna do this. I'm in a wheelchair, but they say it's all like Chandra, Miss Wheelchair
Yeah.
2024. She was like, "You're gonna love it." So I'm gonna trust my good sis, and say that I'm gonna have fun. But that's in um January. And then there are some other things like I have to go back to Michigan, of course, next year to for the next crowning. And then there are just some things in there that it is required, but it's not like certain events. It's just that they want you to try to go to at least a hospital or to a school
Okay.
so it's
Yeah.
not like you got to go to this school. They just want you to go to a school. But
A
I am
school.
asked to try to at least visit at least 10 states. And so we're working on trying to pinpoint some things in some different states that'll make sense with our schedule.
Okay. So with that, are there any particular ones that like you're looking forward to, or that you're like,
Well,
I know you said you ain't been on skis,
I
so
still am side eyeing and skiing, and I don't do cold. I don't like the cold, and I don't like the heat. But I'm going with an open mind that they know they got a girl in a wheelchair coming, and I believe it's all geared around adaptive skiing for
yeah.
individuals with disabilities. So I'm looking forward to it. But if not, I'll just be cute with my ski outfit on and my cocoa while my daughter ski or something.
Yeah, I pray that Mr. Blackwell don't leave nothing at the house. Tell him don't forget
Girl,
nothing. Nothing. Y'all, I have to tell y'all this story, okay? So, my baby girl here, what was it, speech night, right?
yes,
Was it speech night? She had this perfect white dress that she just wanted to wear. Y'all,
yes.
it was left. It was forgotten at the house. Her husband said he tried to talk. She said something. He was like, "Oh, no, not right now." So he had to go out shopping, y'all, and get her something to wear. She looked freaking amazing.
Thank
Okay, and
you.
I'm not just saying this. So like she was like, when I left my waitress, and I knew something was wrong. So I'm like, "Are you okay, Tim?" We lined up, and she just lay it on me, and I'm like, "But you look good." She was like, and it was my perfect dress, and it was
It
giving me
was
my Michelle Obama and all this. I'm like, you have on all white. You look amazing. No one knew that this is not the outfit that you did not want to wear. Y'all, I'm gonna have to post this outfit um in the comments when we get off of here because it looked amazing, but it was so funny. So that's why I say I hope your husband don't leave nothing, because I pray that he don't have to get out in that snow and go shopping. Because it
girl.
was like, oh,
I
to
have to
go
double check
shopping.
this time. He tried. He did really well. That for all the outfit changes we had to have, he did really well to that
Yeah,
one.
it just
That was the one.
that
And
one,
he did bring the
that
gown.
one.
So I would rather have the gown than the dress. But I'm gonna wear that dress on the last Sunday of this month. Every
Oh, okay,
so many months there's actually a fifth Sunday in the month. And so for our
okay.
church, every fifth Sunday, that's Women's Day, and I have to preach. And so that it's gonna be my first fifth
Oh,
Sunday as a first lady. And we usually wear white. And so I am going to wear
ooh.
that dress to preach in. So I was like, God made it work. But girl, my heart was
See, he
crushed.
saved it.
I
He
was
saved it
crying,
for that perfect moment. Saved it for that
ma'am.
perfect moment.
And see,
So
that's the
okay,
thing. I
so
didn't tell everybody. I told my coordinator, I told Chandra, and I shared it with you. So that tells you how much like I trust you, because I was just like, he left my dress. It was my heart
yeah,
was
it was
broke.
so. I tried not to laugh because I'm like, girl, you look good. What you talking? Girl, hush. What you talking about? You look
I
good.
love you. You was
And
like,
she's,
child, get it together.
I'm
But
like, girl. She said,
girl, my
yeah,
heart was.
no.
I mean, I was.
It's
If you
just
would have
like,
seen me in the room, because my husband is very much a jokester. He's silly. Like that when he
yeah, I know
told
you
me
said
that.
you thought he was joking.
Yes, because he played too much, and I'm constantly saying you play too much. You play. So when I came out of the restroom, and he said, "I left. I don't have it," and I'm like, "Quit playing with me! Like this is not the time. It's not funny." And then I looked at his face, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And then I just broke down. I mean, I cried and sobbed like a baby until
So did you notice that morning?
no, I did not know, because the way that we packed, he put everything in different garment bags, depending upon like he had all my interview stuff together, my casual stuff
Hmm.
together.
Yeah.
The gown and
Yeah.
that dress was supposed to be together, and they were together in my closet. He just said he did not hear me say dresses. He just knew that I needed the pink dress. He said, I didn't hear you say dresses. And I know that he wouldn't have purposely like done
Right.
that. So I'm like, I was mad, but
Right.
and I'm not one to just wear any
We
old
can
thing.
laugh
So
about
when
it
he
now,
was
but
trying
yeah,
to
it was
put
not
something
funny at the
together,
moment.
I was like, you can't just. He's like, baby, you like this? I was like, no, I'm not gonna be just wearing some Forever 21 something on it. Mm-mm. Not that I have my Michelle Obama dress. So, but we got through it,
She
y'all.
said
But
he messed
I was having a whole heart attack.
y'all. It was.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why I'm in. But okay, so how can everyone follow you? How can we follow your journey? What all social media are you on?
So I'm on everything, but what they require us to have is a Facebook page. So my Kansas page, instead of me having to start a whole new page, they just allowed me just to change the name. So it's Miss
That
Wheelchair
was I was
America.
so glad.
Yeah, because I was just like, I told them in the meeting, I said, I cannot juggle. I already have all the social media platforms. It's a lot to juggle them all and stay active on all of them. And I was like, there's no way. And so, luckily Carrie was there with me that morning. And she's like, can't she just, she's like, you don't want to lose the followers. And I was like, correct. So yes, I am on Facebook, Miss Wheelchair America 2025, and then it's Tamara Blackwell. And on every other social media, on TikTok, Instagram, um, maybe even Snapchat. I have a Twitter, but I'm not active on there. And then I think YouTube. Yes, everything is YA_GIRL_TAM. So it's your girl Tam, and it's just underscore at your girl Tam on everything else. But you'll also see like because you know how they can you'll give you your name and then they'll give you like another title. So you'll see it'll say Miss
Yeah.
Wheelchair and then
Uh-huh.
you'll see my face. So yep,
Yeah.
I'm on everything, and
I know.
I try to be as active as I can. But that Facebook page is
It's
gonna
so hard.
really allow you to follow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard to keep up with social media. Like it really is. I see why people pay people to keep up with their social media. Girl, you better get them kids on there.
I
Be like,
just
here, y'all, y'all make
yes,
sure I post on this because I'm bad with posting on Instagram. So I
yeah,
have somebody like I need somebody to make sure I post on Instagram because
yeah. I have
and
mine
then
set
you
up
can
to where
release them.
it's like a cross post. Like so,
Yeah.
whatever I post on my Facebook, it'll cross it over to Instagram. I don't always like
Hmm.
doing that because you might end up showing the same thing to the same
Same
audience
stuff.
members,
Yeah.
but it's still making the algorithm see that you're active, and so it'll help you grow.
Yeah.
So
That's what you need right there. Okay, so last question, because I know you're like me. Um, how can we assist you on your journey? As far I know, prayers. I already know that's gonna be the first thing. But as far as like donations, like, because I know this is a lot financially.
mhm,
It is a lot financially, and believe it or not, y'all. Miss Wheelchair America does not have all the funds to fund us like they would probably love to. So a lot of this,
mhm,
well, not a lot, 90% of it,
mhm,
95% of it is financially on yourself. And so,
yeah.
like, do you have anything set up as far as donation wise? Y'all, my
We're working
grandbaby.
towards that. So what they would like for, hey, boo. So what they would like for us to do is for all donations to go through the organization. So the Miss Wheelchair
Mm,
America organization. I'm working on
okay.
getting my website set up. So the website, I'm hoping that it's set up by the end of this week, and it'll have all of those little buttons you can click um, to donate. They also accept Zelle. They also have a Zelle account. So if you Zelle, you can shoot, the Miss Wheelchair organization a Zelle, or if you can write them a check and they just like it in the memo line just to say that this is for Tamara. But for Miss Wheelchair Kansas, I had a lot more leeway. I have a Cash App set up. I have a text to give number, and I still have all of those avenues.
Okay.
It's just that when you give it directly to the organization, especially if it's a larger amount, you want to have that tax deduction. And
The
so you want
tax
to go that
deduction.
route because they'll give you a receipt. But a lot of my funding, even for nationals, was just crowd sourced. And so everybody was
Mhm.
just texting or sending me a cash app to my
Yeah.
official Miss Wheelchair Kansas. And, because I did like a fundraising campaign, 24 for 24. So I was just asking for $24. But I know for like the bigger organizations, like if you're a bigger organization, you're going to want to go through the Miss Wheelchair organization to sponsor, because all of those tax benefits will be given if you go that way. And so hopefully I'll have everything set up. Some of the we're in a transition period within that program. So like Shelly is no
Yeah.
longer the president, and so now we have a new president, and everybody's kind of switching positions. And
Yeah.
so I'm kind of working with them to kind of like, I just got my official email from them. And
Yeah.
so, but I'm still using my other email account because I'm gonna try to link the two because I'm like, I
Link them
can't have,
together. Can't
yeah.
keep up with
So,
all that. So whenever
yeah.
I know I posted some of your social media. So like if when we get off of here, if you'll just text me all that information and then I can
Okay.
repost that into the text.
Okay.
Um it stays up on my YouTube channel. So all that'll be in there. I keep it on Facebook for a night, for a day, for 24
Okay.
hours. The video, and then like I said, you can go to YouTube and watch it. But before we go, is there anything you want to leave us with? Any words of advice? Any comments,
Um, well,
statements?
I do want to say thank you to Breezy because she is like 10 toes down, like a real one. Like, I know a lot of times in the world, it seems like women are pitted against each other. We're always like competition. You can't never have both women be great. You can only have one person be great. But
Mm,
you, since the time I met you, came into this like down for the cause. Like, it's
it's me.
we're gonna rock with one another, and you have definitely shown me that. So of course, I could not say no. Like, no, I can't do your show. Like, how dare I? Like, you literally have my back the whole time, and I appreciate you. And I am looking forward to coming to Kentucky for some reason. Um, if it's the
Yes,
Derby or if it's
I'm working on
anything,
that. Yes.
yeah, I am
I'm
so
working
here
on
for
the
it.
derby. Like I am like the derby. Like we have Miss America in there, and we need Miss Wheelchair America to like for
Yeah,
something. So
I
yeah,
need to be there because I just want to hang out with you. Because, like, yes, you are the bomb. So I just want to thank you for everything that you did for me, even prior
thank
to
you.
nationals. We talked on the phone or our Zoom calls, and we had the
Mm-hmm.
text thread, and you like are just
Yeah,
so real. Even today in
I
our group
know.
chat, when you told
I
Shantae, you was
know.
like, "Ma'am, I
Now
appreciate that.
get it
We
together.
need that."
Yeah, I'm the sister that's like, if you don't want to know yet, don't ask Bree. If you don't want to hear the real answer, don't ask Bree yet.
Right.
But no, I just love you. Like I love everything so much about you. Like I just feel like we just I don't know, like just connected. Like just your faith, just how it just soothes from you, just like everything. Your spirit is just wonderful. Your
Thank
energy,
you.
even when you're not feeling the best, like right now, ma'am, you still come through. Look at this one right here, and you're just like you're transparent. Like you may think you're not, but you really are. Like you're just so like, like my husband he left my dress and I was kind of upset, and everybody else will probably be like, ain't nothing going on over here. You know what I mean? But yes, I
Mhm.
just and I am so happy for you. Look,
Thank
this
you.
is the lady who won. Remember the competition I went to? Tell her congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. So I got to get to Kentucky so I can meet you in person.
So yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
She's how old are you?
Five.
You're 5? That's a big age. Exciting things happen at 5. Y'all know I love the kids. So we're going to have to
What's your
definitely.
color of the week is? It's red. What's your shape of the week? Circle. She has a daycare.
I do. Lots of littles in my house. That's probably why I don't feel good because they come with all the germs.
Yes.
But
But I
yes,
am so glad that you came on. I appreciate it. Like I
so
said,
thank
you're not
you.
feeling the best and you still came on. And I love it. And I am going to get you here for something, for some reason. I don't care what it is. We are going to
Yes.
get you here because I miss my sister, y'all.
Oh, we're gonna have a ball. We're gonna
We
figure it
do.
out.
Like, I just love, like, we all, and like this class, like, I know that, like, so many people told us while we were there, like, how, like, they just loved how we all connected and everything.
Yes,
And, like, how we were, like, probably the closest group that they've seen. And we heard that from multiple people. And one thing
yes,
they cannot say about us is that we are not hustlers because we doubled that people's choice, they said. So we definitely like it's just a family. It's just fun, and like we are already setting up times to meet up with either one
yes,
another or group. So yeah, I feel like we'll all be connected in some way. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
know this will not be the last time that I talk to you or see you.
Of course
Um,
not.
and I appreciate you for coming on. And now I'm gonna let you get on in that bed and relax, baby, and get to feeling better.
Well, thank you for having me, and thank you, baby girl, for coming on and telling me congratulations. And I look forward to us hooking up online again, or and if you need something for your foundation, you just let me know. I know you're doing a lot in Kentucky, and I'm just
Hmm.
proud of you. I'm proud of all of us. We out here kicking butt. Like
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we were like the littest class that they've ever had.
Somebody
I don't
asked
know if they
me,
ever gonna get
I
that
will say
energy
this,
again.
heck
So
no. And somebody asked me, they were like, how was it? And my first response, and everybody's like, wow, is like, I said, this is the first room that I have been in with a group of women, and we had over 20 women in that room where there was no competition.
yeah, it was
And that
straight
says a lot.
fun.
That
That
says
dance
a lot.
party, that was the
Oh,
best. That was
yes.
so much fun.
The videos, oh my goodness. I don't even want to see some people videos. Ain't no telling what I look like. But
It was a
yes,
good
thank you
time.
for coming. I'm going to definitely have you back whenever you have the time. So yeah, I'll get all that information posted as far as how you all can donate and how we can support Miss Tam. So I need all my Kentucky family that was wanting to support me as Miss Wheelchair America to support my sister as Miss
Thank
Wheelchair
you.
America as she continues, okay? And I love you, Tam, again,
I
and
love
thanks
you
for
too,
coming.
girl.
All right, I'll
Thank you
see
for
you
having
when
me.
you go get to feeling better.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.